Yeah.
We back.
Oh, hey, you hit the we back. We back. Hey.
We back.
I am Jae Millz.
And I am Dana.
And this is Jana After Dark. How you feel?
Good. Episode 4.
Episode 4. You excited for episode 4 too.
I am.
Tell the people why you excited for episode 4. Like what's so exciting?
Because we made it to
4?
episode 4. Some people give up after the first episode.
What did you think we was gonna make? Did you think it was gonna be like he gonna give it one episode and throw the towel in, or you thought like I'll just see where this goes?
I didn't think he was going to throw the towel in after episode 1, but I didn't think he was going to be as eager maybe as I was by the time we got to episode 4. But I felt like we're like on even grounds right now.
Yeah. If I'm going like this, because I was just killing some Doritos because she made dinner, but she wouldn't let me eat before we did this episode, so she like starving me right now.
Just tell everything.
What did you make tonight? You want to tell them what you made tonight?
No, since you made the announcement.
But I want to tell them what you made, so they will understand how much I wanted to eat dinner, but you wouldn't let me eat dinner until we finished the episode.
So tell them.
She made fried fish. I don't even know what else you made. What else did you make? Fried fish and what else?
Corn, string beans, yellow rice.
See, that's how I eat at home. Now, I can go get some Popeyes, KFC.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? We out here in Cali, so I might get some El Pollo Loco. You know what I'm saying? Taco Galavan. You know? Teddy's. You know what I'm saying?
Teddy's tacos be lit.
Tams, Lucy's. You know what I'm saying? I might even pull up at Tom's.
Tom's or Tom's Jr.
Both of them. Both of them. You know what I'm saying?
And see, I'm the opposite. When we go to New York, I'm pulling up at Kennedy Fried.
Yeah, she want me to take her to get a chopped cheese at 3 in the
White
morning.
Castles.
Why do you, oh my God. Dana will have me take her to White Castles
every trip.
at 3 in the morning.
Every
the
trip.
drive-through is so tight.
Crazy.
It'd be like if somebody come in here, babe, it's over for us. If they run in this drive-through right now and they peep who I am and they want to get us tonight, it's over because it's one way in, one way out.
We don't have it in LA.
Now, remember we went to we're going to get this show started in a minute. Trust me, we are.
I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this.
Remember when we was in Harlem, we went to the White Castle last time we was out there. And I took you to the White Castle. And inside, what did it say they were selling? Like,
they said you should rethink your options.
Rethink. I'm in here for a sack of
at
chicken
3 in the
wings and
morning.
a double cheeseburger.
Rethink your options and be more healthy to eat bean soup.
Bean soup.
Now,
right?
keep in mind, I was raised off of bean soup.
We are talking to a woman
that was raised off bean soup.
So come on,
I ate it my whole life. I still eat it.
But trying to get me to eat
bean soup while I'm at White Castles is crazy.
That's insanity.
And I don't want their bean soup. Like my grandmother made the recipe. I don't want their bean soup.
All right, so hold on. Before I...
God.
Now, look, we got some good topics for y'all tonight. Once again, shout out to everybody in the comments, whether you're on social media in the comments, and YouTube on the comments. Shout out to everybody that's listening on
Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Watching on YouTube. We appreciate the love all the way around. And I keep telling Dana, if we was getting bad feedback, you know I'm a Virgo, I pay attention to everything. They looking for somebody outside because that siren is, I know y'all might not hear, but that siren is annoying me. Last episode, the helicopter was out. Now the siren is out. It's a whole different conversation though. But I was just telling Dana, we getting a lot of feedback and I'm not even trying to lie or, you know, sit up here and gas it.
People can look at it.
All of the feedback is good. If you go look at the feedback and the comments on YouTube, it's all good feedback. So I just want to say thank you and shout out to everybody that's
comment, making suggestions,
subscribing to Jae Millz TV. So every time I drop a new episode or we drop a new episode, y'all right there, y'all rocking with us. We appreciate that. So we're gonna keep these comments. We want to keep the comments flowing. We want to keep y'all telling us like topics that y'all might want us to talk about.
Yes.
You know, the comment creeper over here. She be seeing everything y'all say. She bring it back to me, and then we decipher it, and you know we take.
I want to make sure everybody's seen, everybody's heard. We appreciate it.
We take everything that the subscribers and the listeners and the followers, everything y'all tell us, we take it into consideration.
Yeah, we look at you guys as family. So
last week we kept the episode kind of short because I felt like the episode before that I was talking way too much. So I felt the episode kind of went too long. But y'all liked the episode, so I guess it was cool. So we had a few topics that was left over from last episode, and we didn't get to them. So I want to get to those topics today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see we got the Christmas tree lit in the back. Shout out to Mama Millsy.
Mama
Her
Millsy.
and Journey, this is their thing. They love doing Christmas trees. We just take them to get everything they need and move out the way.
I have no idea about
Shout
any
out
of
to Mama
that.
Millsy. She got the Christmas tree. And shout out to Dana, because Dana lets me, have a Christmas tree for the kids. And, I grew up like that.
Yes.
Even though she didn't grow up like that, she still let me.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah,
Picking
she
out
still
a tree
let me throw a tree
decorations
up for the kids.
because
so
I don't
can
know
enjoy
anything
it.
about that.
So it's all love. It's all love.
Yes,
So
we embrace everybody's upbringing.
First topic we want to get into is we want to talk about how this podcast, this show, it isn't just for couples. We was talking about that the other night.
Yes.
Because a lot of couples hit us up. A lot of couples we know, and they always hit us up and they be like, yo, we watched it together. And I think to us that's weird when we hear it at first because it's me and you.
Right.
So it's like, y'all be together and y'all watch us, but it's like that's kind of what we created it for.
Right.
It's just weird to hear people, not weird, I guess it's new.
It's new because we're so used to talking to each other and having these conversations all the time. So to hear people say, hey, I watched it with my husband, or I watched it with my wife, or my significant other, my soon-to-be wife, my fiance, my lady, my man, my boyfriend, my special friend.
My special friend.
We talked about
Mr. Earl.
Older people always have like a special friend.
And his name was always like Earl or Paul.
James.
Like James. Mr. James. Where Mr. James come from?
He's been around for like 30 years,
Well, why
but he's
none
still
of my
a friend.
uncles don't know him?
But he's still a friend.
Wearing a Kango with a members only jacket.
So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to talk about that, because I think it's very important that people know it doesn't matter if you're not a couple.
Yes, that's what we wanted to
I mean,
specify.
that's huge. We weren't always a couple. We're almost a decade and a half in, but we weren't always a couple. We were friends for many years first.
Yeah.
So I think that's important that people say, how did you guys get here? We were friends for years.
For years.
Like just friends, like just laugh
Just
and
talking,
joke. How we do now?
Sidekick days. Just hitting
Laughing and
each
joking,
other,
hitting each other, saying congratulations on things, how you been, what you been up to, that type of thing. So I think it's important that...
Hold on, I just want to tell him this before you go on. Dana took me to get my outfit for the Every Girl in the World video shoot. Like, word, she took me to the Beverly Center to get my outfit. Like, I was so twisted, I was out of it. And she definitely took me. Everything I wore in the video for the Every Girl video.
Oh, my God.
I think Marissa, the Wayne stylist, she had got us some Supras. We all was wearing Supras at that time.
Yes, you guys were wearing Supras.
And I think you had took me. You was like, "Yo, this would be dope. Like the tan jeans with the vest with the
so we went
thermal
to the
under
Beverly
with the
Center.
glasses." All right, so cool. I just had to let people know that she helped me pick.
That's
my
how far
outfit.
back we were friends. So I think it's very
She
important.
wasn't really like. I don't know if she was like rocking with me like that yet.
I was your friend.
She was like my friend, but I wasn't like there yet.
So I was
like,
I wasn't your special
I
friend.
was still on like second base. I wasn't like home base yet. Like now it's like, yo, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. But it wasn't like that. It
because
wasn't
he was
always
still
like that.
shaking.
Yeah, I was. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't see. She always trying to like fake me
He
out.
was still shaking.
But back to what you were saying.
But what I was saying was, you don't have to be a couple to enjoy the conversations that we have. And I think that's what makes it so cool. So eventually, when you guys see us in person and we do these lives, and you don't have to come as a couple. I think that's very important that we need to let
you can
everybody
show
know.
up. I think when we
just want you to join the
that's
conversation.
The plan is to get this to a point where the same way I get on a stage and I command attention for a show, or I get on stage and I command attention for a rap battle. I think we can get on stage and we could command attention as a couple with just cool conversation. It ain't got to be messy.
Yeah. No.
You don't have. I don't think to come and see us live or event that we doing, I don't think you have to be in a relationship.
No,
and we was talking
not at
about
all.
this last night. That's why we brought this to the podcast. I don't think you have to be in a relationship. I don't think you necessarily even have to want to be in a relationship. You might be a single dude or a single woman, and you just looking at it like, I haven't really been in a relationship in a long time, so I don't know what it would even be like to be in a relationship.
Or maybe you're friends with somebody and this might remind you of a friend you have that you didn't even think you
Yeah.
could have a relationship with.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we were friends first. So I think it's very important that people know that, because sometimes the person that you're looking for is there already.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You still out. You shaking.
You
know what I'm
shaking.
saying? You still, I got it. Thank Keisha.
Yeah, you still shaking. Yeah.
True. You
Yeah,
wildin'.
and I was still the friend.
You were still there.
So that's the thing. So I think it's very important that for the men and women.
My mama had go like Oscar. It was crazy.
See, this is why he was shaking.
It was crazy.
This is why I was only his friend.
You wasn't only my friend.
This is why I was only his friend.
Like,
but I think it's very important that people embrace the friendships first.
Yeah.
Because when you embrace the friendships first, you guys will always be friends.
Like it's not. I don't even think it's. Let's get off of our show, right? Let's just talk about comedy shows, because I was talking earlier about taking you to one of D-Ray shows, and shout out to D-Ray Davis, right? But D-Ray is such an asshole. I'm afraid to get to the Look, all of my friends that do comedy, right? If I haven't been to your show yet, it's because I'm afraid. Like, I'm afraid to get to the comedy show and it goes completely left.
It will.
Yeah, so, I don't think you have to be in a relationship to enjoy good conversation. Or you may not be in a relationship, but being around us or just hearing our conversation,
You'll feel
it might
comfortable.
remind you like, man, I remember when I used to mess with so-and-so. We was good, man, but she was wild. She was crazy.
Or my best friend I talk to all the time, I actually didn't think that.
Yeah, let me give it a try.
Let me give it a try, because I didn't think that
we got a lot
like
in common that we never really thought we had in
Yeah.
common. So yeah, we don't want to make the Jana After Dark thing like, oh, that's the couples
No.
podcast. It's like, no, we're a couple that have a podcast, but it's not specifically for couples. It's not
Right.
like if you're not in a relationship,
You won't
ain't
enjoy
gonna
it.
find none of this.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna be entertaining.
You
to
would understand these subjects as well.
It's like, nah, you might see us sitting up here talking, and this might remind you of why you don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I don't want to be
Or
that
why
cool
you
with
left
a
the
girl.
last
Like, nah,
relationship.
I don't want to be that cool with a girl. I don't need her in my business. We don't need to watch TV. This might be too much for some people.
Yeah.
For some people, this might be too much. Like, fam, I don't want to work with my lady. I live with her and sleep. You think I want to
too much
set
for
the
some
cameras up with her and
Yeah, I think that's too much.
it's like, what, you think your lady want to see you set the cameras up and go work with another girl? Because I know I don't want to see you do a podcast with another rapper when you could do it with me. Now, of course, you will branch out and do other things. I'm not saying I don't ever want to see you do work with another like, no, we're not doing that. But to do something that you could have did with your man first,
Yeah,
it'd be like,
definitely.
well, damn, why Millz ain't never do that with Dana, or why Dana ain't never do that with Millz? So it's not just a couple things. Sometimes it's just trying and seeing what's out there.
Well, it's an open conversation for anybody.
Yes, we definitely.
So I think it's
conversation
cool. I don't think everybody have to be in relationships, and that's fine. We're
Yeah.
good with that.
That's
Like,
fine.
we just want you to come into the chat.
Yeah, so
Not
look,
the group chat that
not
we
the
were
group
talking
chat.
about
You know what
without
I'm
us.
saying? Shout out to my peoples. They was on me. They, you know what I'm saying? My man Bo was like, yeah, bro, but we added you into the group chat.
Shout
right?
out to Bo, because
But they was dragging me in the group
he hit
chat.
you with the disclaimer.
And then they added me, but they never deleted all of the craziness. So I saw all of look, shout out to my
Bo
homies, man. I
said
love y'all.
disclaimer.
He said disclaimer, bro. We added you in the chat.
And they
I said,
did. They
but
did.
y'all didn't delete the drag session. Like,
yeah, but
I
they
was,
added you. So
now
know,
you on their side. It
I'm
was
not
crazy.
on anyone's side.
Look, I want everybody to continue to like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
shout out to 8 and 9, right?
8 and 9.
I want everybody to head over to 8 and 9.
Please.
You know, get you your gift. You notice I've been wearing 8 and 9 on the show for the last couple episodes.
Yes.
I've been wearing 8 and 9 for years.
I was gonna
but
say this is not. You didn't just start working.
So head over to 8 and 9. Use our code Jana20. You know what I'm saying?
Get that 20% off.
Get that 20% off. You be, hey.
Yeah, ladies, you can too. Because I
Yeah.
definitely wear some of his 8
Yeah,
and 9
she
stuff.
take all my stuff.
Hat, shirts.
Yeah, so make sure you head over to 8 and 9. Use our code Jana20.
please
Get your
do.
20% off.
Get your 20%
You know what I'm
off.
saying?
That can
Shout
help
out
with
to
the
my
shipping
peoples over there.
costs.
Those my homies.
Yes.
So we was having a conversation last week, and I said, I think this conversation is too. We got to like really, really like have a real conversation about this. And last week wasn't the time. We had already ran through a few topics. So here we are.
Oh God.
The songs that we should not have been listening to as kids. Trust me, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Cause I could name about 50, 11 million
this could have been
songs.
a whole episode. But the thing is, we grew up to understand the songs.
Nah, man. Nah, nope.
But at the time when we first learned the songs,
You knew it ain't no fun if the
I
homies
said
can't
we
have none?
grew up to learn the songs in our adulthood.
Why were we singing that?
But I never said we should have been singing it when we first heard it. No.
Some girls are freaks other week. Some girls are freaks. What did Lil Vicious know about them girls being freaks?
Apparently he knew something we didn't know.
All right. So there was this song. I'm saying there was this song like it's ancient history. But
It was
if
like
this
over
is
20
like the
years
mid
ago.
90s, like
It's over 20 years ago.
All right, so we
listened to it in the scaring ring.
remember your mom was on crack rock?
Your mama's on crack rock. That was so disrespectful.
At least my mom ain't got that weave in her head. Yo,
That was
mama's
so
on crack
disrespectful.
rock. Cause she's a crack head.
So disrespectful.
What type of ill was
That's
that?
the stuff that get you punched in your face at school.
It was.
Definitely.
Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. I know a lot. We have a lot of people that are like friends of the family, right? And they watch this, but at this, just go to the next chapter.
Crazy.
Because this chapter this might not be something that you want to hear.
Excuse me, they were playing this music. We were just kids, and they were adults listening to it.
Nah, but they was listening to.
No, they were listening to this too.
They were listening to Woman to Woman. All right. Now, put it in your mouth was crazy. Put it in your mouth was crazy.
I used to go crazy in Skate 22. I lived in Jersey. Did they play that at
Skate Key?
Did they play it?
Put it in your mouth. I said my mom.
Yeah, we definitely heard that in Skate 22.
So when you could eat me
and
out.
Branch Brook and we definitely heard that.
What is eat me out? Like, I don't know. This is crazy.
It's very crazy.
All right, so the Roach. You know how long it took me to figure. You know how this is how much of a bad kid I was, right? I was looking for the Bitches Ain't Shit song on the Chronic. I was like, why? Where's this song at? I remember when I figured out, because I wasn't smoking weed yet.
You shouldn't have been at that age.
But if you're not smoking weed, you don't understand that. This is how creative that this was. I didn't get it, though. The name of the album was The Chronic.
With a leaf on the front.
With a leaf on the front.
Yes.
And the last song on the album was called The Roach.
But you got to remember.
That's the end of the blunt.
But you got to remember, at that time.
I wasn't smoking. I was listening to Crisscross.
But at that time, most adults that smoked weed or marijuana, whatever you want to call it, they didn't call it chronic. They called it reefer.
But the Roach, that's the end of the blunt. So it's like, this the end of the album, this the Roach. And that shit said, bitches ain't shit. Then she was on the end like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I was like, this is some heat. Why was we listening to Bitches Ain't Shit but hoes and tricks, lick on the nuts and suck the dick?
Well, the crazy part is that
we wasn't supposed to be listening to that.
The crazy part is that they still play that on the radio to this day.
Ain't no fun if the homies
That's
can't
very
have
crazy.
none. They talking about
Very
sharing the
crazy.
work early, and
Crazy.
we roller skating like
Crazy. Crazy. And then the R&B songs during that time.
What was the R&B song?
Freak Me Baby.
Let me lick
That's
you
a bit
up
much.
and down to you. We didn't know what we was talking about.
No, we were just singing.
I'm not even going to get into it.
Because the box used to play this stuff all day.
The box.
The box.
Let me freak you.
Yes,
They had on
yes.
turtlenecks with the Machiavelli vest. That's a wild outfit. A long sleeve turtleneck with the vest. Like,
It was like a muscle shirt though, in colors.
I'm not even gonna bring him up. Because they had a whole documentary called "Surviving Him," but
Surviving Him.
But if he had a lot of songs that forget it.
Please,
forget it.
Thank
Adina
you.
Howard, right? I did this song. I did the song over
Because it was
too,
one
right?
of your favorite.
Because it was one of my favorite songs, and I think I had a thing for the short hair. Because now that I think about it, I always used to like the women with the short hair, like Toni Braxton, Holly Berry. Adina Howard had like the little short hair doing the
My
video.
mother definitely had that hair doing. Yes.
I would be a freak. I would be a freak until the day.
Okay, let me see
until
moves.
the dawn. She was like that. She's like, boom, boom, boom. It was fire.
She was shaking. She was
moving, and she still be on stage moving and grooving.
Yes,
You saw some footage
she's
of
shaking.
Adina?
Yes, I have recently.
Shout out to Adina Howard,
Shout
man.
out to
Get it how you
Adina.
live, man. I ain't tripping.
Yes. She was the talk of the salon.
Talk of the salon. Doggy Style. I didn't understand what Doggy Style
So you
meant.
went from chronic to doggy style.
Nah, but I was listening to I was like heavy influenced by music that wasn't like from my region.
Okay.
So I was heavy on like down south.
and at this
music, and I was
time,
heavy on West Coast
MTV
music.
played a lot of
Oh,
West Coast
Death
music.
Row.
Yes.
Bow wow wow. Yippee
Definitely,
yo yippee. There was
definitely.
heavy West Coast.
Unfortunately, I know the words to all those songs
Yeah,
at a
I-
very young age.
Look, I'm from New York. And I know all of
I
those
mean, I
words.
love the West Coast music. Home for me. I don't know why I knew the words to
Yeah,
all those
yeah,
songs that
Doggy-
young,
Doggy
but they
Style
played them
was
all the
wild.
time. You know, they played like I would listen. I would hear Dre Day going all day long.
Yeah, we
on
ain't know
radio.
at Harlem. We ain't know what a 187 was.
Yeah,
you know,
so-
like murder was the case. It was like, oh, he really has a murder case.
So it's real.
Yeah, it was real.
Shout out to the Dog Fathers.
Shout-
Snoop Dogg.
Anything by the 2 Live Crew. We was talking about that. I can go through so many songs by the 2 Live Crew. I was not supposed
to be listening.
People
to at
think
that
like
age.
Doodoo Brown, like I want to rock. Hey,
That was like
we want some
a
booze.
lighter version.
Pop that. Look. 2 Live Crew had a song called "Pop That Coochie."
This is before the French.
Pop that coochie, baby. Pop.
Yeah,
pop,
this
pop
wasn't the
coochie.
this
Pop,
wasn't the
pop
other
that coochie, baby.
one you guys heard a couple years ago.
Then they had "It's Your Birthday." It's your birthday, go Tina. It's your birthday, go Tina. It's your birthday.
So as,
That
so
was
as we
fire.
can see, you was shaking at a young
It's
age.
your birthday. I wanna rock. Pop that coochie.
All on the box. These were all on the box.
Been in the USA. I
All on
was
the box.
bet
All on the box. This is what was going on on
in the bedroom all day and all of the night. 1 and 2.
As you see, somebody was listening a little bit more than the other one.
Wasn't supposed to be listening.
Out of line. Totally out of line. Totally out of line. Totally out of line.
Poison was one too, man. Never trust the big. They was talking crazy on Poison. I was checking out the fellas, the highs and lows, keeping one out close, still clocking the hoes. They was, what are you talking about? You was clocking the hoes.
Well, they was shaking during their time.
That's what Pac said in Juice. They was like, "What you think?" He said, "You know, it's clocking the hoes." Oh man, look.
Hey.
I know it seemed like we just all over the place, but this is just like the regular conversation we just have. So that's why this whole podcast is just dope, because we just all over the place with it sometimes.
Normally, that's what you do in the next subject.
Yeah. Who was it? Beauty salons
And barbershops.
and barbershops.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
beauty salons and barbershops. This was a funny thing we was talking about, because beauty salons are just like barbershops, but it's just like, it's like feminine energy. It's like that's the domain of like feminine energy. If you go to a beauty parlor, like go to a beauty parlor on like, I don't want to say Saturday. I want to say like Thursday, like payday, or like Friday night.
Friday is normally payday. So I would say this. We were born in the 80s. Going in the
80s baby. Shout out to all the 80s babies.
80s
Woo,
babies.
woo, pull over that
We all
ass too
looking-
fat. Woo, woo.
I was gonna say we look good. You talking
You
about
was about to
pull
say,
over.
on my mama,
Yeah.
on my hood.
Yeah,
I
like
look
you went to a
fly.
whole nother
We can do
He went
both
to-
of them.
You went to a
Nigga
whole
just hyped tonight.
nother
Nigga
road.
on both joints. Nigga like, we do both of them.
Yeah, so we were born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and we both had moms that went to the beauty parlor all the time.
Yes.
So different
Shout out to our
point
mamas.
of, different point of views with going to the beauty parlors, but we kind of were hearing the same conversations. My mom did it on the East Coast. She did it on the West Coast. Wherever she moved, we always went to the beauty parlor. And for some reason, we always ended up being like the last ones in the beauty parlor.
Oh, man,
And that's when you got all the tea. The tea was spilled in the beauty
Look,
parlor.
I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I tell Dana all the time. I probably shouldn't say this, because I could probably like analyze women way more if I didn't tell them this. But I used to always tell women, Look, I spent a lot of time as a kid
In a beauty parlor.
in a beauty salon, beauty parlor, the
It goes
beauty
down.
establishment. And for that reason, I never wanted big muscles. Like, if you ever heard
The conversation.
how women in beauty parlors talk about men, that's like in the streets, you think you one thing. But the beauty parlor was the first group chat. If you don't really
definitely
like,
was.
the beauty parlor might have been the first group
It was
chat.
definitely
Huh?
the group chat. It
So,
was definitely equivalent to the
I
group
used
chat.
to be in there with my moms, and I remember they had like a Pac-Man machine in there. So I would always get quarters and go play Pac-Man. But after a while, there's no more Pac-Man. There's no more McDonald's. You just there.
Because you're there for a few hours.
Yeah, and even when the gate closed, she still
We're
finished getting her
still
hair
there.
done. So it's messy. I remember I used to hear them talk the guy that come in selling bootleg movies.
Somebody's always
the
selling
mailman.
Somebody's always selling.
Everybody.
Literally like how it was in Poetic Justice.
I was just about to say my man.
Literally.
Lucky. Don't come in there and you come in
Literally.
to see a girl that's like getting her hair done.
Literally.
You come in there, you think you fly, you talking to her. When you leave, oh God, it is a drag. It's a drag session. It's like you might as well just let your girl go in there by herself. Don't even come check her. It's the same thing with like going with a dude to a barbershop.
See, and I didn't experience that until I had Anthony when I used to take him to the barbershop.
And you used
then
to
I
be
was
going
just like,
dolo.
oh my God, this is what goes on in a barbershop?
And they
Like,
was probably trying to keep it nice. They don't want to talk
yeah,
crazy.
but it's like, it's crazy. It gets crazy. The stuff
It's
they
wild.
watch, the stuff they listening to, they showing each other pictures and stuff.
Just the whole conversation.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm bringing my kid here? Like,
But-
this is crazy.
in the barbershop, you get to find out a lot of like if you go to the barbershop and you don't go with any feelings. All right, I'm gonna speak from my point of view as an artist. Somebody that's been an artist for 20 plus years, right? I still go to the barbershop. I can still go to Harlem with my jewelry on, sitting. I gotta say with my jewelry on because that's a respect thing. It's not like they just gonna let you go in Harlem and just go get your hair cut with your jewelry on. But it's not like I'm not wearing my jewelry to stun on you. That's just how I am. Some days I might have no jewelry on at all, and you'll still see me in the same store that you saw me in before. But sometimes going to the barbershop, it's a humbling experience. So as much as I could get my barber to come cut me wherever I'm at and give him a couple more dollars, yeah, you want to go in there and hear
He
people
loves to
be
go to
like,
the barbershop.
Yo, Millz, I saw your last battle though, B. I ain't gonna
looking
lie,
too
you could have
good.
did better. You like it's always that one person in your
gonna
hood
give
that
it to
you
you
grew
real.
up in that they don't care how much money you make, how
Not at
fly
all.
the designer you.
Not at
They
all.
could be busted, breath
Not
be
at all.
stinking, they
Teeth
missing
missing.
teeth. Why we say teeth missing at the same time?
Because that's
Teeth
immediately what we
missing,
think about.
sneak. They have no wins with you
At
in
all.
life.
At all.
But when they start cracking them jokes and they start bringing, you
At
can't
all.
even be mad at them. You got to just laugh at it, and it's
At
like
all.
a humbling experience.
It
Like,
is, and I think that was an interesting part of our childhoods, both of
Yeah.
us, and we learned a lot being in the salons, barbershops, beauty salons, and I just think that was just they don't do them the way they used to. I feel like when I was younger, the beauty salon was totally different. It was more of a family experience. Now it's like everybody has their own
And you in your phone.
suite and they're in their phones,
Yeah,
and
you in
people
your
are not
phone,
as
so you don't-
talkative and as friendly
You
as
don't
they
have
used to
you're
be.
not looking at magazines.
No,
you on your
no.
phone. You know, so it's
And
different.
It changed a lot, but it was a big part of our culture at one time, going to the salon. So when I see it on shows, it just brings back a lot of memories.
I spent so much
Definitely
time with my
does.
moms in
Beauty salon.
beauty salons. I learned so much about women. I learned how to
Yeah.
carry myself around women. I learned what not to do on first
What
dates
not
with
to
women,
say.
what not to say. What like you learn so much. And if you a female that go with your dude to the barbershop, if you just shut up
And listen.
and listen, you will learn so, because guys is dumb. We stupid. We just talk. We be talking and not even knowing. We saying shit that we not even supposed to be saying out loud. And it's
Right.
going to come. And
Absolutely.
they just be going. Just
Absolutely.
be going. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
So
if
you learn a lot, and
Yeah, you pay attention. You got to pay
Yeah.
attention.
I
You know?
definitely, I agree. Yeah. I think of so many things I've heard in a
Oh,
barbershop.
man. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
I want to keep specifying that because the subscribers is going up, and I want y'all to know when we come in with the new episodes. We haven't really made like a specific day yet, but we just gonna keep giving y'all episodes every week. We're gonna stay consistent with that. We want y'all to hold us to that. We're gonna hold each other to it.
And we have
stay consistent. Yeah, we've been getting it right.
It's been a lot going on, but
you won't be drinking your drink. I ain't gonna lie. Last couple episodes, I drank my drink.
My fruit punch is pretty good.
Fucking fruit punch.
Well,
so you didn't put no liquor in yours. You just made fruit punch.
I had fruit punch.
So you're trying to drug me. I'm drinking more liquor than you're drinking fruit punch. Because you made the drink. So you made my drink with wild alcohol and made yours a fruit punch? Okay, yo. So, well, all right, yo. So look, my man just got married, right? And I seen while he was doing the arrangements and doing things for the wedding, right? And in my mind, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have wild fun when we go to this wedding. This is gonna be lit. Like, this is my man getting married. It's fine. And you know him, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to meet his wife. It's crazy. And then I was home.
It was curve.com.
And I was on the gram, and it was like, oh, this is happening now.
Real time.
Like, not only is this happening, but when the invitations was like put together, you wasn't even thought of.
You
like
didn't make the cut.
You thought you thought you was coming to the wedding? Like,
well, this is the thing. With guest lists, I always tell you this too, and my family knows I hate this. If I wasn't originally invited on the original guest list,
don't invite me when somebody else don't come.
Yeah, don't use me as a filler. I just don't feel good about that.
I'm not a filler.
I don't want to be a seat filler. I just don't feel good about that because when you made the list,
I gotta be like first ballot Hall of Fame.
When you made the list, if I didn't come to mind, it's okay. No love lost. But my thing is, I feel worse when you try to say, well, so and so didn't RSVP, so you can come in their place. I really feel bad, especially if I know the person.
Yeah, no.
That really, I just feel some type of way.
Come for like in the pause, but why I couldn't show up to why I couldn't have an invitation?
Right. So I just
so you
don't
didn't
like
think
that.
about me. So look, this is the thing. He got married, and he didn't think about me. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy, and that's kind of pause too. But I feel like, yo, I saw you when you was I said, congratulations. I can't wait for the big day. You know, cool. That's what's up, bro. And then I just see like they was just having like the wedding. I'm like, oh, we missed the wedding. No. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he got to know he's not. He has to know he's not coming to my wedding. Like, I don't even think he should expect an invitation. I don't think he should expect it. And you're still my friend, but I'm that petty. I have relatives that have not invited me to their wedding. Yeah. And I love them.
I have relatives
but they will not be at our wedding.
I have relatives that didn't invite me to their wedding. Well, and I watched it live, and other family members were there, and it was like, oh, tell Dana I said hi.
So do you feel...
And I'm just like, hey.
I'm like, hey.
Hey.
Do you feel obligated to invite friends and family and relatives to your wedding? Or am I just being like extra right now, thinking I was supposed to be invited to my childhood friend's wedding?
And me and you had that conversation before about that. Honestly, I don't feel like you're obligated to invite anybody to anything that you didn't originally wanted them there. Meaning, if when you make a guest list or when you think about having an event and that person doesn't come to mind in that first batch, then they're not meant to be there. And don't force it. You're not obligated. It's your day. You know, this is your vibe, whatever vibe you're creating. And it is what it is. I feel like it shouldn't be a thing like, oh, I'm going to stop speaking to so-and-so because they didn't invite me. I'm not going to stop speaking to you because you didn't invite me. That's fine. I didn't make the cut. I'm just going to take a mental note of that. Do I look at you different? Do I feel like it's the end of the world? Congratulations. I just didn't make the cut, and that's okay. Sometimes people are in a space where they don't view us the way they used to. And that's okay. Because I'm in a space where I don't view people the way I used
changes,
to. Time changes.
Love changes.
And sometimes when they're with different mates, things change too. You know? So, that's fine. But of course we're human. We're going to have feelings. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you didn't originally want me there, I don't want to be a filler. I would love you more from a distance if you just be.
Yeah, I still.
Honestly, bro, we cut the list. You know, a lot of people didn't make it.
Nah, I'm me, yo. Nah, I don't care, yo. Nah.
He's that petty.
Everybody ain't got friends that went 7 times platinum.
He's that petty.
And I don't care if my album never went 7 times platinum. If I'm a part of some shit that went 7 times platinum, nigga, I'm 7 times platinum, nigga. If you get nominated for a Grammy and you was the engineer on the song, guess what? For the rest of your life, you are Grammy nominated. So if you don't have a bunch of friends that have records that they have been on that went 7 times platinum and you don't invite them to shit, then you should expect to fill this type of rent. And it's still my boy, and I'm not even gonna say his name because I feel like if I say his name, that's like being like too petty. But he know who I'm talking to. He know who I'm talking to.
If he's your boy, he knows you're petty.
He knows I'm petty, and he knows he's not coming to our wedding either at this point. Like he has to know that because you know what's crazy? He was coming to the wedding. He was a part of the budget. Like he was going to DJ the wedding.
We did have that conversation.
This nigga was going to DJ. I was going to pay him to DJ the wedding. Now I can't even invite him no more because he didn't invite me, and I got to do what he did because I got to stand on business like T.I.'s son.
Oh, my God. I'm not standing on business with these kids.
Why y'all playing with me? God. You are embarrassing yourself and the family, son. Shout out to Tip. Shout out to King. Shout out to the fam, man. And I was going to come here and crack jokes on that a few weeks ago, and I said, you know what?
No.
I didn't really know what T.I.'s energy was at when he went to the club when they put them on the
you
flyer.
know what his energy was
I said, I don't think this is the week to joke with T.I. Now maybe this week you are embarrassing yourself, son. I could joke like that this week. But 2 weeks ago when he pulled up to the club with that hoodie, with the beanie, and the yardie ears on.
His energy was ghost energy
no
with
beers,
the black
no sections, no nothing.
He had the
energy.
He
said, you must not be from down here.
He had the energy that Ghost had in Power with the night tech set.
And nobody said a word.
Still.
They stood there and listened to the King.
As they should.
Shout out to my man T.
As they should.
But hold on. We still on the weddings, right? And shout out to my man that didn't invite me to the wedding too. You know I still love you.
But he's just petty.
Yeah, come on. Petty Pendergrass.
Oh my God.
Wedding do's and don'ts though, right? Shit, if he'd invited me to the wedding, I could have hit him right now and asked him about the do's and don'ts. He just had a goddamn wedding. I didn't even come to the goddamn wedding, so I can't even hit him.
I mean, you can still hit him.
No, I'm not doing that.
See, this is the thing.
What am I going to hit him and ask him? Yo, how was the wedding that you had that you didn't invite me to?
He going to say the same as that group chat.
Now I got to think, was he in the group chat? Was he in that? Because if he was in that group chat, I feel like, nah, you really just don't fuck with me.
Don't worry, Bo hop in the comments and he'll let you know.
I'm just playing, man. All of my childhood friends, they know I'm a super jokester.
They know you're super petty.
So they know anytime I ever bring something up on this podcast, for me to bring it up and laugh about it, obviously it's a joke and it ain't no hard feelings. So I love all my homies, man. Shout out to the homies. But yeah, wedding do's and don'ts. What did you tell me I can't have at the wedding as far as like food? It was was it oxtails?
No, I didn't tell you that.
Oh, now you pump faking. Now
I didn't tell you couldn't have oxtails.
Get this nigga some light. Now there ain't no money in the safe, man.
I didn't tell you that.
It was something. Was it mac and cheese?
No, you're getting us confused with JoJo Simmons.
Oh, word. Shout out to JoJo. She did she tell JoJo he couldn't have?
Yes.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about on Growing Up Hip Hop Hollywood. If y'all don't watch these shows, it's cool.
JoJo Simmons was getting married.
Y'all think me watching Growing Up Hip Hop Hollywood is a lot? Y'all don't even want to. I can go down some shows that I watched. It's like, you watch that.
Well,
JoJo was Alf, nigga.
JoJo was planning his wedding, and him and his wife were going through the menus and different things like that. And she said, "We can't have macaroni and cheese at the wedding. It's not proper." And he was like, "You can't tell me I can't have macaroni and cheese at my wedding."
Mac at the wedding that's fire.
So that was the argument. It's always been a joke.
So
with
us.
If
you could, like, we was doing the menu right now. We putting the menu together. For our wedding. What's a must have? What's like 3 must haves at a wedding? Menu wise, like
salad. You gotta have a salad. before your entree.
No, you don't. Who said you gotta eat
Proper.
salad? How do
It's
you think
proper.
I came to this way?
I didn't say you have
salad?
to eat it. I just said you have to have
So
it.
now you paying for salad that
Yes.
niggas ain't gonna eat? Nah, we
people
not
eat
doing
salad.
that, yo.
So you have a salad.
God.
Well, you name item number 2. You the one that brought it up. Gotta have a salad. It's proper.
You right.
You want mac and cheese with no salad, okay?
All right.
What is a must-have? Since you want to know.
Some sort of chicken. I don't feel like
There's so many different ways to make
I don't
chicken.
feel like everybody. I mean, I ain't talking about no fried chicken. I ain't talking about chicken breast. I ain't talking about the joint from Crown, like center breast with the little dinner roll.
Well, I have to have that every New York
You're
trip.
not having that at the wedding, though, Dana. You're not having a center breast at the wedding.
I didn't say I have to, but I just said every time I come to New York, I do.
All right, but we talking about weddings, do's and don'ts. We're not talking about Crown fried chicken and all that.
Okay.
Ghetto.
Is it ghetto to eat crowns?
No, but it's ghetto for you to want to go there with shades on and a fur while late to get a center breast and a dinner roll.
Gotta do what you
You got to stay in the car next time.
gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what you're gonna do. I don't know. I just feel like chicken. Chicken is like an all around go to. It could be grilled. It could be baked. I don't know if like bone in chicken, maybe like chicken breast, something you could like cut.
Cut up.
Cause anything you gotta like pick up with your fingers at a wedding, I feel like that's nasty.
Okay, that could be that.
Like some ribs.
No,
If you fucking ribs up at a wedding, you a wild nigga.
that's wild.
Cause you gotta lick your fingers.
That's wild. That's wild.
Niggas got sauce on it. And you bound to spill something on yourself.
I'm not a fan.
Shout out
of
to
that.
my man Los, right? My man Charlito, right?
Charlito.
Charlito. Now he's a friend that put me in the wedding.
Oh my god.
But shout out to Los and Caroline, right? So Los
Yes.
had me in the wedding. So I was like one of the best men. And when he was
You was one of the groomsmen.
not the best man. You
The
right. I was one of the
groomsmen.
groomsmen. Look,
You went to the best man.
you
movie.
put all the liquor in mines and put fruit punch in
So
yours
now
and
he
want to
think he in
get
the
mad.
best man movie.
Nah, remember when they was playing Taste Like Candy?
See, he
And
always.
he was in
shaking.
the chair. He was like, he wanted to marry her.
You always shaking.
All right, so I was one of the groomsmen,
Yes.
and
Los and Caroline's wedding.
Yes,
In Dominican
so-
Republic. Yes.
it was Lowe's. He was getting married, and it was Triggs.
Yes.
Me. It was Paulie. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It was a few of us. I can't remember everybody, but I remember Triggs was helping Los with the cufflinks and
Yes.
and the bow tie. You know, you're helping them get right and everything.
Meanwhile,
And Los told me I think he told me to go get the brush, like my brush, or it was something I had in the other room he wanted me to go get, right?
cologne or something.
So as I go in the other room, we was like ordering food, and they had like these little boneless barbecue wings. Remember the little boneless barbecue
Yes.
wings? Boneless wings is crazy anyway.
But keep in mind, he just said
now
you shouldn't be eating things with your fingers. That's going to be
That's
messy.
why I'm telling them this story so they can
Oh my
understand
God.
why men are dumb. I'm gonna say this all the time. Men are dumb. So, and I'm a man. So his room was on the other side of mine where he was getting
Few
dressed
doors
at.
down. Yes.
So I go in there, I go get the brush, but I see like the plate. It's like 3 boneless wings left.
And they were calling you.
Jarvis. Jarvis. So as I'm walking out, I hear Jarvis. So I'm like, all right, it's just one. I'm not going to eat all of them, right? So I pick one up.
With your
right?
white tuxedo shirt on.
I had the white tuxedo shirt on,
Buttoned up.
buttoned up. So it's like, it's
Choking you.
pressing right there. But I'm like this for 4 hours, so I already know what I signed up for. Pants pulled. You know when you wear a suit, ain't no sag game.
No. Tuxedo pants. No.
Up on you.
Yes.
Up on you. When you sit down, ankles showing. And when I bit a piece of the wing and some of the sauce, it must have just liked my shirt. It's like, you know what? I fuck with your shirt. That shirt is fire. And I think I would look better on your shirt.
Keep in mind, we're in DR. It's like
We're in the
100 and
Dominican
something
Republic.
degrees.
Like we're
He's
about
already
to go.
sweating in a long sleeve tuxedo
The
shirt.
barbecue sauce just said, I think I fuck with your shirt. And I think I want to be a part of your shirt today, right? And it just went. It just went there. And
It never came off.
it didn't come off. But where it fell at, I was able to throw the tuxedo
Oh
jacket
my God.
ovito. And nobody ever saw it.
But this is
But
why.
this is why you do not have finger food at weddings. That's like a don't.
You can have finger foods, but it can't be like messy finger foods.
What finger food are you gonna have? Nigga eating burgers at the wedding? Niggas can't eat glizzies at the wedding. Fucking nigga. Imagine seeing a nigga eat a glizzy with sauerkraut at a wedding.
Oh my God.
And then want to drink liquor. So you gonna drink liquor on top of the glizzy with
That's
sauerkraut?
wild.
Niggas is crass
That's wild.
insanity.
And your breath stink. That's wild.
You got
That's
hot
wild.
dog breath.
That's wild.
While they playing slide to the left. Crisscross. You done ate 3 glizzies
With your
over
mouth
there.
open.
Wild pictures. Oh man. So look, we was talking about, we always talk about some shit. I talk all day.
We talk a lot.
We talk a lot. I talk like, you got to shut me up. We was talking about magazines, right?
Yes, yes.
Because we're like
yes.
big. We grew up in that era, like Right On and Black Beat and the
Word Up,
Source,
The
Word Up,
Source,
Double
yes.
XL, Vibe. So,
Yes.
and shout out to all of those magazines because they are a part of our lives.
And you know a lot of people that worked for those magazines.
Yeah.
So
A
that
lot
was
of
really
people.
exciting. When we were younger, we both used to hang posters up in our rooms.
Always.
I had like the ones that would open up.
I used to draw posters. I went to
Oh,
school
so you were a little better.
for art. And my man Steve, shout out to my man Steve, we was just talking today, and he said, yo, do you still got that picture of Mace? And I was like, picture of Mace? He remembered from when we was in like the 9th, 10th grade, they used to make us like draw still lifes and things that we seen. So I was a big Harlemite, Mace fanatic, everything fanatic, Big L fanatic.
You drew Mace?
I drew the Harlem World album cover.
Oh, with his arm up?
Yeah, like when he like that, he like.
I will say, I thought that tattoo was so dope.
I was so different.
Did you want that tattoo?
I definitely wanted the Harlem World with the little Chinese writing under it. I wanted that
I thought
so
that was
bad.
big stuff.
That's probably why I got the most hated right here in a Chinese place.
I thought that was.
I didn't get the Harlem World. I was like, I get the Harlem World. That's like,
good.
like to have a tattoo.
It's like a stand. You'd have been like a stand.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I don't know. I did want it though. But back to the point, I had drew the picture of Mace, and he was like, yo, you still got that picture? And I was like, nah, my mom's had been through a lot of my art out. But that's the power of like music, like album covers and
pictures
and magazines. Like
it made it so real for
out
us.
a poster.
Yeah.
You ever put a poster on your wall that was 3 pages? Like you had to rip it out.
Oh no, there was some that was 5. I had high 5. It was 5 members. I had 5.
Damn, all them niggas had their own page.
Yes.
Them niggas-
Word Up magazine.
I had another Bad
Yes.
Creation poster, and them niggas, it was
It was-
5 of them little niggas crammed
GA,
on
so
3
it was
pages. GA.
He was a member of the
I
group.
hate when you do this, yo.
He wasn't a member of the group.
I mean, yeah.
Shout out to ABC. I was a fan.
I'm
tape.
still a fan of ABC,
All
but
right.
GA didn't. He wasn't
He was like
LILDAVE,
the hype man.
aka Shorty.
But he
of
was
the
like
crew.
the hype man.
He wasn't. It's the Mizark chilling in the Pizark. I gotta go because my mother said.
But he was calling the names.
He wasn't Aisha, had a big fanny, not like Annie.
He said he was calling the names.
That's just like how you be saying like Mr. Dalvin was the one in Jodeci, right?
No, Vado said Mr. Dalvin was.
No, but you did that shit too. You and
I agreed. I said he had the
y'all on
swag.
some light skin shit, saying like,
my
you
God,
light
now
skin,
it's
Vado
light
light
skin.
skin, Dalvin light skin. Vado tried to tell me that Dalvin
Was the swag
was
in
the
the group.
swag nigga in Jodeci.
He still is.
So Dalvin had the joints more than Devontae.
We didn't
Any
say
nigga
that.
that
We
was
just said
light
he had
skinned
the
with light
swag.
eyes
That was
won.
his brother.
So you think you got the swag just because your brother got the light eyes?
No, we just said that was his brother, though. Don't talk, just listen.
He didn't even say that. That was his brother. Shout out to Mr. Dalvin, man. I'm not hating on Mr. Dalvin, but sometimes we get in these conversations and we be talking about things and it's just like, oh man.
Listen, Dalvin been holding it down.
Dalvin was out here with what's
I said he was
what's
holding
the
it
lady
down.
from Love and Hip
No,
Hop?
I'm not going there with
Lyrica G.
you. I'm not going there with
Remember
you.
on Love and Hip Hop? Yeah. No love.
I'm not going there
We
with you
went to
today.
see the Bad Boy.
I'm not going there.
50th, not the 50th. That's 50th hip hop.
like the
It was like, what was
50th.
it, the 30th or the 20th? And the Bad Boy thing we went to go see.
Yes.
Make a long
20th
story short,
anniversary.
Jodeci came out. Mr. Dalvin had on a sleeveless vest shirt thing with an Allen Iverson sleeve on his arm.
Listen,
like
and
it was 98.
Mr.
He was in the
Dalvin
NBA.
had the most energy, and he held it down.
Shout out to Jodeci, man.
Shout out to Jodeci.
I like to see like
they got a
groups
new
like that's still
residency in Vegas. I want to go.
around. Man, shout out to everybody with residencies in Las Vegas.
Yes.
With Jodeci,
New Edition.
New
has a
Edition.
new
I want to
one.
go see New Edition.
And
I
we just
didn't
seen
get
him,
a
but we
chance to
went to
see
him.
Usher, but I guess I'll see Usher at the Super Bowl.
Hopefully.
I guess I'll see Usher at the Super Bowl. Usher been making.
We didn't get to see Superstar live.
I don't think Usher gonna pull out Superstar at the Super Bowl.
No, I said we didn't get to see it live.
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't need that nigga coming over to you with roller skates and shit. Talking about there goes my baby. No, there goes one of them is your baby. Usher was wild. You saw when he was singing to Mary. Mary was like, "Nigga, stop, nigga. Bring Monet out in this shit. Stop, don't stop it." He was like, "Damn, all right."
He's just performing.
He's like, "This ain't the same as I was singing to Janelle Monáe."
No, this is not that.
Kiki Palmer gave me some action. Mary up here, like, nigga, I'll cut you. Shout out to Mary, man. Shout out to Mary, man.
Queen.
Beautiful life, man. My
Beautiful
man Vado over
life.
there.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? I still believe.
Yes, go stream it. Go stream
I'll
it.
be like this.
Hey.
Hey. I'm so old.
Why you gotta be old? It's a new song.
I know, but I like when she hit that shibby-dibby-dip-dip. That's the one. That's the one that had me like.
You think you Uncle Charlie?
I appreciate my age when Mary said shibby-dibby-dip-dip. That was the one.
It's a bop.
Look, man, once again, make sure y'all head over to 8 and 9. Use our
Yes,
code
please.
Jana 20, get your 20%
I don't want to get too
off.
close because I might get my fur on you. But yeah.
Look, I told you, I was like, you sure you want to wear that tonight? And
yes.
you was like,
yes.
you want to see the back?
Yeah, show them the back.
Let me show y'all the back of the shirt, man. Let me show y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure y'all get right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure you head over to 8 and 9.
8 and 9 got some heat.
They got a lot of heat over there.
Yes,
Shout out to my
yes.
man Figs,
Hats,
Peso.
jackets, shirts. Yes.
Shout out to my man Ray. Shout out to everybody over
And
there.
make sure
man.
y'all use that code.
Yeah,
Save
Jana
you a
20,
few
man.
dollars. Yeah.
And I want all of the brands out there to know. If y'all want to reach out to us and y'all
Do a
want
collab.
to collab, figure something out. Y'all want to give us a code so we can send some traffic your way and they get a percentage off. We open to that. We're just trying to see what makes sense for us. You know, we don't want to just be up here just saying, "Oh yeah, we want you if you want to go get the new Rose toy this year for your."
No, we're not going to promote anything that we
I
wouldn't
don't know if
use
she
or
wanna,
wear.
I don't know if she want to promote like sex toys and all that. Like,
We're not going to promote anything that we wouldn't use or wear.
yes, nothing. We're not just trying to do things just for the money because we came into this with a 3-floor house.
No.
So just to let you know, we're not broke, we're not rich,
Not like that, but like that.
not like that, but like that. But we're okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're not just doing anything for the money. I'm not just trying to let my baby just take money to do anything. Just same way she's not just trying to let me take money to just do anything.
No.
So.
Definitely. But if you go back to previous episodes, they can see you wearing an 8 and 9.
Yeah, I've been
It's
rocking
dope.
8 and 9 for years, man.
Yes. We
So,
love 8 and 9. They show us a lot of love. They got some dope stuff.
The holidays are here. Like, how do you feel about, the holidays? We going into a new year. We
They
winding
came
this
up
year
really, really
down. Got a
fast.
few weeks. What
That's
we got,
how I
like
feel.
2 weeks left. Less than 2 weeks left.
Yes. Less than 2 weeks. Crazy.
What do you think about this year and like, I don't know, just starting this. Like, we started this a few months ago and now we going into the new year. We got a lot of plans. We got a lot of ideas to do things with the whole show, do things with our personalities as a whole. I know you got other things you want to do. I got other things I want to do. But yeah, how you feel about this? You still comfortable with doing this every week, or you feel like I'm dragging you and making you do this?
No, you're not dragging me and making me do this.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to pop up years later with a lawsuit and be like, "Oh, look, he was making me go to the second
he
level of
wasn't
the house and
making
put
me
makeup
do
on."
this.
I never felt comfortable doing the podcast.
I enjoy doing the podcast. I think it's I think it's fun. I think it's a safe space for us to, have conversations that we normally have, and we can welcome people in with us. That's the part that I love. I love to see the comments. He knows that I love to see the comments because I want to know what people think about what we're doing and if they want to join us. Like, that's, to me, that's the thing. Like, I don't look at people as fans. I look at them as like family, like conversations you would have with your family when you over sitting in the kitchen, eating and drinking and just, bringing up conversations. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till we do it live. I can't wait to see some people in person.
2024.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Our aim is to figure out where we got the most fans at and the most traction and the most listeners and people that's really, really
that would love to see us
the
in
show,
person.
and they would love to see us in person and let's see us do an event. We want to take this to the stage. We want to take this to
a karaoke night.
She want to do Jana After Dark karaoke so bad. And I keep telling her, once it's my turn, I'm going to wild out with Fantasia Free Yourself. I'm going to wild out. I have, but we both have a lot of great ideas for different things that we can do live, not just like us just talking and sitting on stage and you paying to see us, but we want to welcome you guys into our world. And to do the things that we like to do, so we have some fun ideas that we're going to work on for 2024. I'm excited. We're working on a little mini-series. It's like a dry humor mini-series show. And I can't really tell y'all what it's about, but it's going to be like super, super dope. And we're doing it together.
We're doing a few things together,
together to do it together.
So we have a few things that we're working on for 2024 that I'm excited about. And I think people would love to join us for
we're going to jazz it up. We're going to add a few things to the show. We're about to add in a little call-in segment where we call certain people. And like we said before, we're gonna start taking a couple questions every week from a few of the subscribers, the followers, the listeners, the viewers, just to bring them more into the show. And at some point, we will start going live. Yes. I know people been talking to us a lot about that. We're gonna start going live in a minute, but I just kind of want to build. I just want to build
the community.
The community first, not the community.
We love the community.
My man AD, shout out to my man AD. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not the community, but the community. We just want to build it up a little bit more and get it to a point where people, they will spend some money to come out and see us live.
And just have some fun.
We don't want to just keep sitting in our house all day talking.
No.
We talk in the house all day anyway.
But we're very talkative. We're very friendly.
We want to get on the road. We want to get
want to come see some of you guys.
South.
Take pictures, videos.
We want to go east. We want to do a lot of these things. Come to a lot of these conventions. She keep telling me she's an Essence Fest, Strength of a Woman. She want to get into all of that. And I want to be.
And I think the people would love to see you.
I think they would.
We embrace our 90s and 80s R&B playlist. Like, we love it.
Look, man.
Shout out to D Nice. We was listening before.
Oh, my man. Look, shout out to my man D Nice. You always give me shout outs. My man D Nice in Club Quarantine, right? We was just talking about this, and we was just saying, we remember when D Nice first went live.
Yes.
Right?
We were listening.
We were listening live. Yes. We was there. Us with Michelle Obama, everybody.
Yes. We were
and to
live.
Think.
And you got a shout out too.
Yeah. When my aunt Corliss passed, rest in peace.
Yes.
We was just listening to D Nice, and I was just like, man, this kind of getting me through the night. And I remember he pinned it to his live, like, rest in peace, Aunt
Yes, he
Corliss.
did. Yes, he did.
He never met my aunt.
Yes.
He don't know my aunt.
Yes.
He don't, you know what I'm saying? But he pinned that to his live and did like a 10-minute segment just dedicating songs to my aunt. I just thought that was so dope. So to see him right now, we went to see him at the Hollywood Bowl.
We did.
He done did all these live Club Quarantine things.
Yes.
And he still sets up in the crib in the corner.
At home and goes
and just play music.
Yes.
He was
actually playing before we
was getting
started.
We was getting
That's
ready.
why we was a little
setting
delayed.
Up the lights and the camera, and she was getting ready, doing her makeup and all of that. And we were literally listening to D Nice.
Yes.
On Instagram.
For free.
You know?
So
like we might have just cut D Nice off
a few minutes before we started.
We hit record on the podcast.
And I think it's just really, really cool that he still does that. He makes a lot of money off of it now, but he still logs in and do it for free.
I think it's the
I love that.
I love the consistency of it.
Not to mention he's a Gemini. We have the same birthday, so Geminis do it better.
Beyonce and Michael Jackson is Virgos.
Oh my God. We're not going to go down the list of
Beyonce,
Gemini.
I know you're going to come with the Kanye and Tupac and Biggie
Lauren
and all
Hill,
that.
Claire
And
Huxtable,
We got it. Okay. Order in the court. Order in the court. We got it. Goddamn. Gemini.
You know.
Oh, man. Look, I am Jae Millz.
And I am Dana, the Gemini.
You got it. You got it. I'm gonna let you get that off. This is Jana After Dark.
Episode 4.
Yes. I love you. We love each other. You should love each other too.
Yes.
We up out of here.
Good night.